three-star tournament. And he just squeezes out a bronze medal. Right, we come to the final now of the under 60 kilo category. Kim Won-jin of Korea faces G.Boldbaatар of Mongolia. It's Kim in the white judogi, Ganbat in blue. 4-1 is the head-to-head here. Kim over Ganbat.
And Gabat's got to do it in Kim's backyard.
It's a big ask, isn't it?
It's a long road to hoe right there.
I wonder where they dig these old tunes up from.
I was going to say, the Eye of the Tiger. And they must be knowing the next Rocky movie's coming around the pike. Is it called Creed, I think it's called?
He's not in it, is he?
Stallone?
Yeah.
Yeah, he plays Apollo Creed's son's trainer, I believe.
Oh, right, okay. I mean, I can't possibly be fighting. To help him down the aisle on his Zimmer frame.
Let's just put it this way, I don't think he would pass doping control.
There was a period during the 70s when they had movies like that, you know, Towering Inferno 1 or Towering Inferno 3 or 4 or whatever number it was, you know.
I'm old enough to remember number 1.
Some of those
Paul Newman.
Disaster movies, and then you would get a follow-up, you know, this one, that one, and another.
The Poseidon Adventure.
Yeah.
Earthquake. We're showing our age, aren't we?
Airplane 1 or Airplane 2. Mind you, that was hilarious. Slightly different kettle of fish, but we've come to this point simply because of the Rocky music on entry. Got nothing to do with Kim and Ganbat. There's no score on the board at the moment. 3:40 odd left to go. Nothing to write home about. You haven't missed anything. Ooh.
That looks better. That's going to score well. Wazadi?
Every fight. He's gone over every fight, you know.
Kim?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been behind the 8 ball more than once, and he's come back.
I think he's been scored on in every contest, and he's been, as you say, behind in every fight. He hasn't scored first in any of his contests. Let's just have a look at that.
Well, now we know why they play the Eye of the Tiger music, because that would Rocky happens every time.
Cavallo was the only fighter that he came away unscathed from. Gadzhiev scored on him twice. I have to take it back because Geddes didn't. So that was okay. He's been scored on here. Lemara didn't score on him either. So I don't know what I was. I don't know what I was watching.
No, there was a feeling there. It just felt like he was always sort of trying to climb back out of a hole, right?
Yeah, it could be that there was one that was given and then cancelled, because I'm sure that he was.
That's probably at least one of those.
On, yeah.
In any case, he's down by Wazadi here.
Yeah.
And we're already halfway through the match. And Ganbat really does look in control here. He looks like he's riding this horse all the way to town.
Now, bear in mind that it's 4-1 at the moment in the head-to-head in favor of Kim Won-jin.
I don't think that is anything in Ganbat's mind right now. He is just
no, he definitely wants
full
some
attack
revenge.
mode here. He's going to get a Shido here, I think, for passivity. He just sort of sprawled out there versus taking the attack. No.
Has he got the firepower to first of all wear Ganbat down and then to come up with a winning technique? It's beginning to look like it, you know. Ganbat just showing some signs of feeling the oncoming storm.
Well, I would say in terms of fitness here, right? I mean, the Koreans are as
Yeah,
fit as
yeah,
anybody,
yeah.
you know? But the Mongolians also have some pretty brutal dojos of fitness as well, so.
And over he goes. Oh, I like that for a score.
I like that for at least a Yuko, but I call
Yeah.
that Wazari.
Yeah, so would I. And the reason for that is if we talk about his intended technique, he never stops attempting that technique. There's no point at which he attempts, no point at which that ends, and eventually they come up with it. Yep. That's the effort. And he just keeps pushing. And that was at slow motion.
Right. Yeah, it doesn't. It looks a little worse in slow motion than it really
Yeah,
was.
because there's that
in
one
terms of
little
momentum.
pause, but you know, at pace. Well, he's had the, and he almost catches him again. Now we can afford to work him on the ground here because we know that Ganbat's going downhill. We looked at 2 minutes. Cho Jun-ho up in the stands. We looked at Ganbat at 2 minutes and said, hey, he's just beginning to tire here, but has Kim got enough to come back with a big score and then to take it? Well, he's come back. He's trying again on that side. Half a minute left to go. He's really got... Yeah, and a penalty as well. Well, the thing, he's done that old Korean trick of attacking 3 times in a row and not letting your opponent get an attack in.
Well, especially if about his gassed, you know what I'm saying? He's just
Oh, he missed the chance there. That leg was just hanging in the air, wasn't it?
he's stolen this one from him, hasn't he?
Yeah. And Ganbat
He goes
stepping
deeper.
out the area. Kim can afford to pick up a penalty here.
And it's 5-1.
5-1.
Unbelievable.
That's his bunny, isn't it? You know?
Unbelievable.
Who would believe it? Well, he looked all done and dusted, didn't he?
He really looked like he was so deep of a hole, he was not going to crawl out.
There was just something when I asked that question, you know. And you know what it was? It was the 4-1. I was thinking, hang on a minute here. He's done this boy out 4 times already.
Mm-hmm.
You know, here he is at home. Yes, he's Wazari down, but he's found a way to beat him 4 times.
It's true. It's true.
Now,
Absolutely.
there's no luck in that.
No.
1-1, 2-1, you know. 3-1, you already said, you know, he's got it. 4-1, he owns him. And with Wazari down, 4-1, he showed it. You know, he still came back.
It really took it to him.
Yeah. If you don't throw Kim Won-jin for Ippon, you better look out. He's going to come back. And he's shown that he can do that right. There are a few highlights whilst we prepare for the awarding ceremony in the under 48 kilos. Stay with us. We'll bring you the awarding ceremony in a moment.